Hello and welcome to VLearn. This is session 4 of Principles of Management, Learning and Ability. Topic to be covered: learning, characteristics of learning, theories of learning, shaping behavior, behavior modification, biographic characteristics, ability. Abilities are made of in a two set of a factor. Now in this session, yes of a POM, जहाँ पर हम लोगों ने previous sessions में environment study किया था, principles of management क्या होता है ये study किया था, management is what हम लोगों ने ये पढ़ा था. So now we are moving towards the learning and ability. When we were discussing about the organization and management, the learning is a very effective part. Any kind of a new person comes into an organization, that person is actually comes into the learning process to learn the things in the organization. So in the management process, learning actually play a very important part. Learning, now what is exactly a learning is? Learning basically refers to the process that enhance the knowledge, skill and attitude of the individual. जो एक इंडिविजुअल की नॉलेज को, स्किल्स को, एटीट्यूड को एनहांस करता है, वो लर्निंग होती है. Learning is basically a process of having a one behavior modified and more or less permanently by what he does and consequent of his actions or by he is observed in terms of कि एक पर्सन जो है किस तरीके से चीज़ों को मॉडिफाई कर रहा है, किस तरीके से वो चीज़ों को लर्न कर रहा है. इट कुड बी परमानेंटली और टेम्पररी बेसिस, बट यस एट द सेम टाइम उस लर्निंग से क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस निकल कर आ रहे हैं, उस लर्निंग से किस तरीके के एक्शंस या यस एट द सेम टाइम उसकी क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग्स डेवलप हो रही हैं, वो लर्निंग होता है. नाउ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ लर्निंग. लर्निंग के क्या क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं? सबसे पहला है लर्निंग इन्वॉल्व्स चेंजेस. लर्निंग जो है वो बेसिकली चेंजेस की बात करता है. द चेंज मस्ट बी रेलेवेंटली परमानेंट, यस एट द सेम टाइम जो चेंजेस होते हैं वो परमानेंट होने चाहिए. बिकॉज जब हम लोग लर्निंग की बात करते हैं तो नई नई चीजों को स्टडी किया जाता है और उनसे कुछ सीखा जाता है. दैट इज व्हाई इट इन्वॉल्व ऑलवेज अ काइंड ऑफ एन चेंज. इसके अंदर कुछ ना कुछ चेंजेस आते हैं. चेंज परमानेंट भी हो सकते हैं और टेम्पररीज भी हो सकते हैं, बट लर्निंग इज बेसिकली इस तरीके की इन्फ्लुएंसेस होती हैं कि कोशिश ये होती है कि उससे परमानेंट चेंजेस ही हो. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट्स अ सेकंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक. Third is learning is concerned with the behavior only. That means learning is basically focuses on the behavior part कि किस तरीके का behavior आएगा या ultimately उसके consequences या उसके actions क्या होंगे. Some form of experience is necessary for the learning. Yes, learning without experience नहीं हो सकती. आपको जब किसी भी तरीके की learning करनी है तो that means you have to understand the एक्सपीरियंस, और आपको एक एक्सपीरियंस होना बहुत जरूरी है. सेल्फ एक्सपीरियंस से जो लर्निंग आती है इट इज अ वन व्हिच इज परमानेंट बेस. नाउ द थ्योरीज ऑफ लर्निंग. लर्निंग की क्या थ्योरी होती है? थ्योरीज ऑफ लर्निंग में यस देयर वाज द एन नंबर ऑफ थ्योरीज इन अ लर्निंग, जिसमें सबसे पहले हम स्टडी करने वाले हैं द क्लासिकल कंडीशनिंग. Classical conditioning is basically discussing about the learning takes place through the connection between the unconditional stimuli and conditional stimuli. These two stimuli are paired, elect the desired responses. जब किसी भी तरीके की लर्निंग की बात होती है, so there always a relationship between the stimuli and responses. हमेशा किसी ना किसी तरीके की stimuli, यानी stimuli is a kind of an influence, or we can say that it's a kind of a force which is provided to the person. एक स्टेमुली प्रोवाइड की जाती है एक पर्सन को और उसी स्टेमुली के बिहाफ पर पर्सन के रिस्पॉन्सेज आते हैं. दिस स्टेमुली could be conditional or unconditional. So these two stimulis are paired to the elect the desired response. Basically the Pavlov is the creator of that classical conditioning. Pavlov ने ये classical conditioning को conduct किया था. Pavlov conduct this experiment on the dogs. He present the food to the dog and the dog salivated. Salivation is a kind of after seeing a meat, there was always a certain kind of salivation from the dog mouth. So that comes into the salivation. Here the food is unconditional stimulus and the salivations of a dog is unconditionally respond. In terms of जब किसी भी तरीके का food जो है dog को offer किया जाता है तो उसे salivations होती हैं. This food is could be जो एक stimuli हुई है that is unconditional and yes at the same time जो salivation उसका response है वो भी unconditional है. Pavlov used a bell in this. That bell is a conditional stimuli. When he rings the bell, the dog did not do anything on a first day. This is the experimental days जिसमें सबसे पहले दिन जहां हम लोगों ने एक बेल को कंडीशनल स्टिमुली रखा है. जब एक फूड ऑफर करने से पहले बेल बजाई गई तो उसका कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं था फ्रॉम द डॉग साइड. बट येस, पेवलॉन स्टार्ट पेयरिंग ऑफ दिस कंडीशनल स्टिमुली विद द अनकंडीशनल स्टिमुली. यानी कि इस केस में पेवलॉन डू एन अदर एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑन दैट कि उसने कंडीशनल स्टिमुली और अनकंडीशनल स्टिमुली को मिक्स कर दिया. ही प्रेजेंट द फूड टू द डॉग एंड रिंग्स द बेल. This was repeated several times. After some time, he found that Bell also elected the same response as the food. That means उसने ये चीज को एनालाइज किया कि जब दोनों स्टिमुलीज को मिला दिया गया, so same उसी तरीके का रिस्पॉन्स जो है वो उस डॉग से मिलने लगा जैसा कि एक फूड से मिलता था. यानी कि now your conditional stimuli is moving towards the another stimuli. Here the conditional stimuli, which is Bell, elected the response of a salivation even when the conditional stimuli was not presented. यानी कि there was a one day comes जहां पर conditional stimuli के होने से एक unconditional response सामने से आया, that is salivation. And this could be happened because वहां पर एक unconditional stimuli offer नहीं की गई थी. That means the food was not offered to the dog, but yes, at the same time the salivations happened क्योंकि bell बच गई थी, which comes into the conditional stimuli. He rings the bell and dog salivated without the presentation of enough food as well. Does the dog learn the ringing of a bell with the salivation? That means कि यहाँ पर एक learning process occur हुआ था. The focus of this theory is building up an association between the unconditional stimuli and conditional stimuli. So basic purpose of this theory का basic purpose जो है वो ये है कि unconditional stimuli और conditional stimuli दोनों के responses होते हैं, and just to understand those responses. So this is the full-fledged diagram about the conditional theory. जिसमें सबसे पहले एक dog है. Dog का saliva was there for by seeing the meat which is food which is unconditional. But yes, at the same time जब हम लोगों ने इस unconditional stimuli के अंदर conditional stimuli mix कर दी which is bell, so that becomes the bell is the neutral stimulus. तो in that case हमारी bell जो है वो further move on हो गई between the unconditional stimuli. So this is what the relationship between the both stimulis. Second kind of a theory comes into a picture of the operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is again given by the Sneakers. It's based the theory of an operant conditioning. This theory basically advocates that a learner response is instrumental in producing a reinforcing stimuli. Sneaker box was used to demonstrate the operant learning. It is simple box having a lever fitted at the end of the box, and that lever is switch which operates a food delivery mechanism. In terms of कि किसी भी तरीके की लर्निंग के लिए एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट या होना बहुत जरूरी है, that instrument which provides certain kind of a stimuli. This experiment was basically working on the rat, that hungry rat. A hungry rat is placed inside the box. Initially the rat sit idly in the box. Gradually it start exploring inside the box to search for the food. While exploring inside the box, all of the sudden it pressed the lever. As the lever is pressed, it realized a piece of a food was there. After pressing the lever a number of times, the rat realized that it realized a piece of a food and rat start eating them. Now the rat pressed the lever and eat the food. The delivery of a food constitutes the reinforcement, and reinforcement is basically of the operating that particular lever. That means यहाँ पर भी एक learning process occur हुआ in terms of कि जैसे ही एक सिचुएशन क्रिएट की गई, एक एनवायरनमेंट ऐसा क्रिएट किया गया जहां पर उस पर्सन को एक स्टिमुली दी गई टू ब्रिंग आउट दैट रिस्पॉन्सेज. मतलब एक हमेशा एक सिचुएशन होनी बहुत जरूरी है लर्निंग के अंदर. जब तक एक वो सिचुएशन अगर नहीं होगी तब तक एग्जैक्ट लर्निंग नहीं आएगी. एज इन केस ऑफ द डॉग, द रैट, in terms of rat is actually start moving and exploring in that particular box, and on that basis of that exploring the lever comes into the rat eyes, and after that pressing that the lever's part he realized there was enough food. So this is what the kind of learning. Next theory is cognitive learning. Cognitive learning is basically focusing on the focusing of the learning which is take place thinking about the problem, and it is what given by the Tolman. So the focus on the fact that learning take place by thinking about the problem from inside of the individual and from the integrating different cures are the pieces of the information. दैट मीन्स जब भी एक लर्निंग होती है तो वो लर्निंग हमेशा प्रॉब्लम्स को ध्यान में रखकर होती है. दैट मीन्स इंडिविजुअल हैव एन अ सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ एन अ प्रॉब्लम्स इन इट, और उस प्रॉब्लम को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए वो किसी ना किसी तरीके की इंफॉर्मेशंस को सर्च करेगा. दैट एक्विजिशंस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशंस प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन द लर्निंग प्रोसेस. The cognitive theory advocates that association between the cognitive environmental cures and expectations leads to the learning part. According to the cognitive theory, learning takes place as a result of a stimuli and stimulus association. Here the two stimuli are repeatedly paired. The representation of one stimuli arose in an image, idea, or some process representing the second stimuli, even when it is not presented. When more than two stimuli are presented, whole stimuli may become associated. The process of association leads to the formation of cognitive map. The cognitive map is specially applicable to the learning of the separate relationship of the object and the environment. So this is about bringing out the two stimuli together in the cognitive theory. That means the cognitive theory is bringing out two stimuli. One stimuli is actually creating the idea, arose any kind of ideas, image, or we can say that process of bringing out the second stimuli in this. So second stimuli is basically of the performance stimuli जो एक person को lead करती है to associate with that particular stimuli and fulfill that particular object and have in a certain learnings. Now another theory of a learning is the social learning. Social learning is basically advocate that the people learn through the observations and direct experiences. जितने भी people होते हैं वो अपने किसी ना किसी तरीके के direct experiences से सीखते हैं, as well as the observation part would be there. It basically emphasizes an interactions amongst the cognitive, behavioral and environmental determinants of the behavior. वो अपनी environmental determinants पे behave करते हैं, and yes, they were actually interacting amongst the cognitive. And people learn by observing the other behavior and they model those behavior that leads to the favorable outcome that comes into the social learning. At the same time, they try to avoid those behavior that leads to the unfavorable outcomes. If you analyze your behavior, you will find that your behavior are influenced by your parents, friends, teachers, movies, televisions, achievers, successful persons. You will try to embed their behavior because of the behavior leads to the positive consequences. And yes, the theory focuses on the learning the consequences of the behavior and the self reinforcement. So this is what the social learning is talking about. Social learning is all about the learning would be happened if there was a proper learning or the proper contribution from the learner side. Shaping behavior. When we talk about the learning, so learning always bring out the certain kind of changes in the behavior of the human being. So in that case, there was a 4 method to shape that behavior. There was a 4 techniques to bring out the change in the human's behavior. The first is the positive reinforcement. That means to bringing out the very positive factors in the organization or bringing out the positive reinforcement in the employees. Another is negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement is create the negativity about the product, so that comes into the negative reinforcement when you require that there should be no sale. Another is the punishment. It could be any kind of punishment for bringing out the shaping behavior. एक behavior को सही directions में लाने के लिए उसको एक punishment की भी जरूरत होती है. Then extensions is what when the person is actually trying to explore their qualities, that comes into the extension. Another is OB modification programs follow a 5-step problem solving. बहुत 5 step problem solving जो है that comes into a picture. सबसे पहले है step में identify the central behavior. That means एक central behavior होने के क्या basic factors हैं, identify it. Another is developing baseline data. That means yes, bringing out the proper baseline data about a particular product. Then identify the behavior consequences. Then develop and implement at the inventions strategies. Another is evaluation performance involvement. So yes, after understanding the behavior modifications, we were moving towards the biographic characteristics. बिहेवियर्स मॉडिफिकेशंस, या वी कैन से दैट दी बिहेवियर के अंदर या किसी भी तरीके की मॉडिफिकेशंस लाने के लिए किस तरीके की ऐसे करेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं जो कि एक्चुअली इफेक्ट करते हैं. वन इज जेंडर, अनदर इज मैरिटल स्टेटस, एज एंड टेन्योर. दिस इज व्हाट कि क्या जेंडर सिनेरियोज हैं, उस तरीके की उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग्स होंगी, क्या एज है, क्या मैटरनिटी स्टेटस है, क्या उसका टेन्योर्स फैक्टर्स हैं. दैट्स all comes into the biographic characteristics. Another is ability. Ability is basically what reflecting on a person existing capacity to perform the various tasks. एक वेरियस टास्क को देखते हुए ये देखना कि पर्सन कितना कैपेबल इनफ है उस टास्क को करने के लिए. Ability would be the abilities, aptitude, knowledge and skills and potential ability. That means ability was focusing on the two. One is abilities, another is aptitude. Ability was focusing on the knowledge and skills, and aptitudes are basically focusing on the potentials, abilities. Abilities are basically made for the two sets of abilities. दो तरीके से हो सकती हैं एक इंडिविजुअल के अंदर. सबसे पहले intellectual ability. Intellectual ability is basically number ability, verbal communication, perceptual speed, and yes, memory part. So that comes into the number ability. Ability is basically to do the speedy and accurate arithmetic. Whereas verbal communication is a ready writing speaking ability, and perceptual speed is what identifying the similarities and a difference quickly and accurately, and memory is basically focusing on the retention and recalling part. Another is physical ability. Physical ability is basically defining about the strength, what is dynamic strength, trunk strength, explosive strength and static strength of the physical ability. If you are talking about the dynamic strength is all about ability to exert the muscle force repeatedly. That means उस person में कितने muscle force हैं. And yes, at the same time, trunk strength is what exert muscle strength using the trunk muscle. That means of the full-fledged fit muscles kind of factors. Explosive strength is what ability to expand the maximum of energy in the one of the series of explosive act. Static strength is basically ability to exert the force against the external objective. So now yes, there are few questions which you have to discuss. सबसे पहले है explain the classical conditioning theory and social learning theory. That means you have to discuss कि classical conditioning theory क्या होती है और social learning theory क्या है. And another is explain the biographical characteristics. What are the biographical characteristics in a person जो कि उसको एक उसमें एक better persons की तरह ट्रेड लेके आते हैं. That comes into the biographical characteristics. So yes, this is all about for the today's session. We were winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.